me talk to you.
Welcome back, guys, to Dad and Son Wrestling Reviews. I'm Son and that's Son.
Hey all.
And today we're going to be reviewing Beach Break Dynamite.
Yep. Hell of a show.
Yes.
Some big things happen, so we'll get into that. Just before we hit that, though, as always, a bit of wisdom from the Bible. The wisdom that comes from God is first of all pure, then gentle, then peaceful, gentle, and easy to please. This wisdom is always ready to help those who are troubled and to do good for others. It is always fair and honest. James chapter 3, verse 17. We always make it a point in our videos to try and disciple and bring people to Jesus' name and give praise and thanks to our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. If you'd like to know more about Jesus, there'll be a link in the description and a little R for the Rocks Church, which is our family church, that you can click on, and plenty of content there and to explore about our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. Also, a shout out to Taurus BJJ, which we will leave a link in the description to also. Thank you to Luke and the team down there giving us a place to pursue our jiu-jitsu journey. Now, on to Beach Break. How did the show start?
Before, a shout out to Rockingham Sharks.
Oh, yes, apologies. That's for the Rockingham Sharks, our rugby league club. How did Beach Break start, buddy?
So it started with Kenny backstage.
Kenny backstage, and what happened?
It's just him going like, this is my time. I'm ready and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, pretty much just summing up that if he can't get it done tonight, he shouldn't be getting it done in the first place. This is a combination of all the things he's done in his career and all the battles he's fought, and he's going to put it all on the line. Where did we move from that backstage promo?
It led into Champa versus Chris Jericho.
And how was that one, mate?
Wow.
Good match?
Yes.
They were all over the place. It was they fought in the crowd. They fought in the sand. They fought all over the place. And considering this event was, by all regards, and just visually on the show, stinking hot. They were sweating. It looked like a really hot day on the beach. They did some great work here. Jericho got cut open. Yeah,
because Tommaso Ciampa did like a pedigree thing on like the steel.
Yeah, it looked brutal, didn't it? It looked like he went face first instead of chest first.
He probably did.
Yeah, so
that's probably why he got cut open.
Yeah, I think he might have bladed, but you just never know. Must admit, I haven't seen Chris Jericho with the crimson face for a long time. He uses it very sparingly. So
yeah, he hasn't used the crimson face all the way since he was Hangman Adam Page for the title.
Yes, very true, very true. And then what would you rate the match, mate?
6-7.
And who won over?
CAIMPA won.
Champa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Champa won.
Tommy.
Do not know if this is said and done, though. I feel like there might be a match at Redemption as well, just because we're going into Canada.
And Chris Jericho's Redemption.
Yeah, and he's from Canada. I think the right person won this one, and I feel like there's no real need for Chris Jericho to go over in this rivalry. Just have some close matches and make Champa look $1 million while still looking $1 million. Everyone understands he's in his 50s. I don't think he should be knocking off someone like Champa, especially when Ciampa's kind of hovering around title scenes.
He only had one title match.
Yeah, but he still hovers around the scenes. He versed Darby Allin in a banger. I just think you can use Champa more effectively if you make sure he goes over on Chris Jericho. And that's pretty much that's a lot of what Chris Jericho should be doing now. It's just putting over guys just constantly. In close matches, he should still get the odd underdog win. He's Chris Jericho, but I don't think he needs a win over Champa. I think some sort of gimmick match, maybe a submission one, because they both did those walls of Jericho on people saying that they're better. Maybe they do a submission match at Redemption, and that'll be a nice touch.
Then you have Chris Jericho win with the walls of Jericho.
Well, you could do, but I wouldn't have him win personally. I think Champa should win. I don't think Chris Jericho needs.
But What submission would Champa put in?
Exactly. Gives you a chance. He's got a few submissions that he's used when he was DIY and all that sort of stuff. So, but, it'd be a good match. But yeah, that's where I see it going, and that's what I think should happen. Doesn't mean it is. Jericho probably get his comeuppance. He is one of the top guys in the company still. So we'll see what happens. Where do we move from there, mate?
Then it actually had Tommaso Ciampa attack
Chris
Jericho.
Yeah, so he attacked him after the bell. Usual beatdown, nothing too dramatic. But just left him lying with a few shots and stuff like that. So, like I said, I don't think it finishes. I think this is the catalyst for a match at Redemption in front of that Canadian crowd. Jericho probably will get the win, but I just think Champa could use it.
Wait, where's Tommaso Ciampa from?
Somewhere in America, mate. I'm not exactly too sure. Where do we move from there?
Then Tommaso Ciampa actually tried to drill a nail into Jericho's head.
Yes, he got a drill and the security came out and stopped it all. So I don't think he was ever going to do it, obviously, but it feeds into that psycho killer character that he has, where he just snaps and does awful things. Where from there?
Then it led into Teesha versus Carl Fletcher.
How would you rate this match, mate?
Wow.
Yeah. These two...
These two know each other.
Yeah. Like I've said in the past, Carl Fletcher is one of the top 3 in the world pure wrestler for me at the moment. And the intensity that he wrestles with and the believability of his wrestling in terms of those shots, the kicks, the near falls and stuff, I think is unbelievable at the moment. The facial expressions, it's all there for him. And I think he is someone to build the future of that company around, for sure.
So is Teesha.
Yeah, Takesha's just as great. Takesha did a spot where he was imitating Triple H, if you remember, on the outside there. He got the water bottle, spit it out. So that was a funny touch. I think that was a little nod to
WWE.
To WWE and a little bit of a piss take on
I thought he... No.
Yeah. So it's a nod to Triple H and having a bit of a go at everything that's been happening, and the way Triple H is kind of seen as this not exactly wrestler friendly at the moment, with all these releases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who won, mate?
Carl Fletcher.
Carl Fletcher is your new international champion.
He had to take him out with that buckle pile drive.
Yeah, the buckle brainbuster. Yeah, they look nasty. Always looks nasty.
I thought he was going to kick up.
Yeah, well, he gets him with that that avalanche brainbuster. But there was a small distraction by Don Callis that led to that.
Yeah.
And Lance Archer. No real shenanigans. Takesha didn't get hit or anything. It was just enough for Carl Fletcher to reverse things when it wasn't going his way, get the finisher and get the 1, 2, 3. We then get pretty much all the Don Callis family coming out, don't we?
Yeah. Then they had Mick Foley come up.
Yeah, Mick Foley came out to do the interview.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, crowd went hot for him. He enjoyed himself by the looks of it. He asked some decent questions to Carl Fletcher. Don Callis gets involved, obviously. Typical heel stuff. Mick Foley threatens Don Callis. He says he's going to put his boot. Describes how he's got his dogs painted on his shoes.
Oh, like this custom shoes, and then he said that one of them died.
Yeah,
which is kind of sad. Then the other one's alive and well, and the other one will definitely, if you interrupt me again, will definitely go up your ASS.
Yeah, so we that led to just a bit of tension in the ring and all that sort of stuff. But apart from that, not much else to the segment, was there?
Yeah.
Andrade comes out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So it looked like they were going to sort of get up into Mick Foley's face and all that.
And then
Andrade's music plays.
And then he goes, I got one question for you. How do you know?
Yeah.
And then he goes out, and then the Don Callis family chases after him. And then it's backstage. It had Darby Allin attack him.
Yeah. So
and then his skateboard explodes. Then it has Andrade like having a remote control, and it's like, did you do that? And he went, how do you know?
How do you know? How do you know? And that's over. I can't believe that's over.
Yeah.
It just proves that, like, if you've got enough charisma, I think you can get anything over, really. How you know?
Like how... That isn't even a proper sentence. It's like... That's like somebody like that's... Like has optimistic. How do you know? Or like someone drunk. How do you know?
Yeah, so great segment. Darby Allin and Andrade got that respect from the matches that they had in order to get the title match that Darby Allin won with. We're still building to Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin, TNT.
And I think it's going to be Andrade versus... what's his name? Fletcher.
Yeah. Oh, I could see that. Or maybe Okada. But, I think Andrade might even get a match against Kenny.
Hey, don't spoil it.
Sorry. We'll see how we go from there. What happened next?
It led into Will Osprey backstage.
He's getting interviewed. MJF gets involved. They end up in a pull-apart brawl. Essentially, Will Osprey saying that, MJ is not going to get done. MJF keeps telling him he's going to be in the main event. Will Osprey and MJF kind of come to blows at that point. They're hitting each other, and then security pulls them apart.
Since you already spoiled it, I thought it was going to be MJF actually fighting him because they did that. So.
Well, there's still a fair few weeks in the build to All In and another pay-per-view yet. So even though we might have had the title change at the end of the night tonight on this show, doesn't mean there's not one or a third person included into that main event.
Maybe it's...
not that they do too many triple threats, but...
maybe it's a four-way.
Maybe Andrade does get in there. Could you imagine?
Like Andrade hitting Kenny Omega with the hitting Will Ospreay with the elbow thing, and then have MJF just come in with the kangaroo kick, and then just have Kenny Omega do the V trigger, and then you just have Will Ospreay just hitting Blade, and then they're all just lying down.
Oh yeah, that's a spot and a half right there. It just depends if they want to go one-on-one main event for All In, or if they want a four-way.
Or do they want a ladder match?
Well, yeah, we could go anywhere. I think maybe
even a cage match.
Yeah, there's so many possibilities. I would personally like a pure-up, straight wrestling match for the main event, considering All In's last year's was a Texas deathmatch type thing. So I'd like them to just do a pure 45-minute athletic ring, just back and forth, pinfalls, and just great wrestling. I think you change it up this year. You're going to have one of the gimmick matches earlier in the show, but definitely just an all-out.
Like maybe matches. Darby Allin versus Kevin Knight, like Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like Death in a Cell.
Mm-hmm.
So they just they don't say Hell in a Cell.
Maybe have the exploding barbed wire death match again.
Oh, don't.
This time that it actually goes off when it's supposed to, not like the last one.
Did it? I thought it didn't go off.
Exactly, that's what I mean. This time it does.
I know. Like Darby Allin's just in the ring, and Don Callis pulled Kevin Knight out just when the second goes, and then it just explodes.
Yeah.
Because Darby Allin's such a risk taker, just.
Yeah, I could see something crazy happening.
And maybe there's a hole in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah. So where do we go from there, buddy?
Then it led into a tag match.
Yep.
Yeah, with Will Osprey and
John Moxley.
Yeah, versus the Workhorsemen.
And how did that go?
I'll give it a 5.
Yeah, it wasn't at the same tempo as the rest of the show.
Yeah.
But it was solid. It was just continues to build that Will Ospreay, John Moxley relationship, and you get to see the workhorsemen that do a lot of stuff on Ring of Honor. I rate them. I think they're great. I think they do well, and it's good. It's a good thing that these Ring of Honor teams and stuff sometimes come through AEW, and it reminds you the depth of the roster when it and
kind of if that. They should do it in WWE because, they just bring someone from NXT to just get squashed because they're not really on the main show. Yeah, so you don't have to squash your own things.
Yeah, and plus you don't, the Moxley and Will Ospreay didn't squash them either because the other two are a legit tag team, whereas these guys have been Will Ospreay and Moxley just together. So I think, they had, 10 minutes, 15 minutes worth of TV time. Solid match.
That's a lot of money.
Gives the workhorsemen some because this show rated high.
Money.
This show rated high. This was a big rating show for AEW. This was this increased quite heavily over the previous Dynamite. So it was good that these guys got to get showcased, and I
at
think
least they get some moolah.
Yeah, it was good. It was a solid TV stuff. Keeps building that Will Ospreay. Gets Will Ospreay in front of crowds and continues to build that tension and that relationship with John Moxley, where there's still an underlying threat of whether John Moxley turns on him or something like that. So that it's good that way.
Maybe when he's he wins a championship at All In because John Moxley's never done that.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes he's hugging him. It's kind of like how John Cena did it. Then just low blows him because he's jealous.
Yeah, you could. It honestly could go anywhere with this one. It's gone somewhere that I didn't think it would go originally. So there's obviously a long-term payoff for this. We'll just have to see if it pays off.
And then maybe John Moxley wins it, and then maybe. If Redemption was after Olin, then you could have it like that, so it's Will Ospreay's Redemption. You could do. There's so many possibilities. But then that leaves into the main event, which was a 25-minute solid banger. It was more like an hour banger.
Near falls, excellent working. We had to
pause it for a little bit because it was so good.
Yeah.
I was like, too much good wrestling.
Yeah, spot after spot. They'll get the moves on each other. MJF hit his finishes. We thought that was going to be the end.
I thought
he tried to do shenanigans. It didn't pay off.
Because Will Ospreay took the ring.
Yeah, they fought outside. They fought in the crowd a little bit. MJF did a great work in the crowd as he always does. A lot of S word. To make things seem greater than they are. MJF's crowd work and work as a heel is the best in the industry. There is no one even close to him at the moment. Yeah, there's no one close to him at the moment when it comes to crowd work, structure of the match, making other people seem legit. You don't need to do that with Kenny Omega, obviously, but these two
know that Kenny Omega's already one of the best in the world.
Yeah, so Kenny gets the win with the one-winged angel. They're exhausted.
And it was on your birthday.
Yes, it was.
And then you're like, I could see your eyes starting to tear up.
Big Kenny Omega fan. Great that he's got the world title again. Feel bad for MJF though. He continues to carry the company
maybe
visually and
because he hasn't won the TNT championship. Maybe he gets one of those smaller championships because
I think he hovers around the title picture still. But you
have to take him down a little bit because I think that's what they did with Hangman Adam Page.
He's coming back at Collision, so it'll be interesting to see what he has to say and where his character goes from there.
What?
But he's back on. He pops up on Collision. We haven't quite got to watching that yet, but he'll be up on Collision, which is shows here in Australia today, which is a Sunday. And what would you rate the show overall, mate?
6-7.
Great Dynamite. AEW's on a roll. Match-wise, structure-wise for Dynamite shows. aesthetic-wise, all these alternative places look great. It looked great where they were.
Even in like tiny, even if they did it on the street, it would still look good.
They have another event where they're at the ballpark soon, so they're doing some great stuff.
A ballpark?
Yeah, at a baseball park.
Oh, that would be
so
cool.
they've been golf courses. So they go to all these alternative places.
So they
fit 4,000 or 5,000 people in there. They look packed. Crowd's electric because it's the acoustic sound is great. So Dynamite's doing awesome at the moment.
They could get to watch wrestling when they play golf.
Yeah,
like that.
That's
a win-win.
But yeah, we'll be back for our review of SmackDown. Thank you to everyone that watches, likes, subscribes. As always, just remember Jesus Christ loves you and he wants a relationship with you. Click on the links and get to know him. And if not, go down to one of your local churches and find out about his word there. Anything from you, big guy?
Mwah. Bang.